I believe you caught news of these two twin brothers whose lives were cut short, like their corpse was found with gunshots on a mountain. Qaadri and Naazir Lewis would have turned 21 years old on the 5th of April 2026, just few days ago. We do remember these two good-looking young men whose lives were cut short few days to their 20th birthday.
We have breaking news. An arrest has been made regarding the death of twin brothers found on a Georgia mountain. The bodies of Qaadri Lewis and Naazir Lewis, both 19, were discovered by a group of hikers on March 8th. This took place in Georgia in what is known as a sundown town, known to be racist. The twins were on their way to the airport, and no one knows how they wound up on this mountain.
I'm a teacher trying to grow a YouTube channel. Please support me by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for subscribing.
A mystery on Bell Mountain. The bodies of twin brothers found in Towns County near the North Carolina line, 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville.
So these twins left home. They were supposed to leave Georgia to Boston to be with a friend, but they missed their flight, and the following day on the 8th, their bodies were found on top of a mountain by hikers, and their family keeps insisting that these boys are not even familiar with that side. They've never even heard about the mountain. Yet, at the end of the day, the police, the GBI bureau in charge of the investigation, ended the investigation by saying it was a suicide and murder case because they had ended their own life. So the GBI said, oh, these two brothers decided to go up this big mountain, and up there it was a case of suicide, like you end your own life and then you end the life of your twin brother. But the family has refused this. These two boys come from a very close-knit family, and the family, you will hear them say it, that the brothers are so close to each other, they love each other, they are successful in school, they are doing well, they are very close-knit family, and if these children are going through anything or there's any issue, they should have noticed or they should have spoken to someone. So the family keeps insisting that it doesn't add up. More so, their flight tickets were found right in their pockets. Now, this is a family that had just lost their grandfather in 2022, their grandmother in 2024, and just the next year on March 8th, the corpse of those two beautiful boys were found. So these are the mother's siblings standing over there, and they can't get over it. You know, the mother has also two sisters that are also twins, and the twin sisters are saying, no, we feel the bond because we too have the same kind of bond. There's no way these boys will hurt each other.
Towns County. The GBI ruled the deaths of 19-year-old twins Qaadri and Naazir Lewis a double suicide after their bodies were found atop Bell Mountain in March.
See them there, like, together all the time. Yeah. All the time.
And there's probably nothing in your head you could imagine that got between them that would lead to a murder-suicide.
No.
If they had a problem that severe, we would know. The family
Definitely.
would know.
Aside the arrest made of one of the security personnel who took the photos of the boys' bodies with the gunshots on it and let it out to social media, that was made, and the man was dismissed from his job. No other arrest was made. After investigations, it was just concluded that this had to be a self-unaliving thing. Surveillance camera, however, after some months showed these two boys on the 7th of March walking out of a gas station into their car. They had water and snacks in their hands.
Where a surveillance camera captured some of the brothers' final moments. Cody?
Jennifer and Ron, the GBI originally came out believing this was a murder-suicide, but the family has never believed that. It's now been 52 days since the twins were found, and tonight, this video capturing the twins here behind me is fueling even more questions for this family.
Nothing adds up. Nothing makes sense. You know, I'm even more clueless now.
Samira Bronner and her twin sister Sabria are aunts to Qaadri and Naazir Lewis. They say the brothers appear in surveillance video at this Shell gas station in Lawrenceville on Friday night, March 7th.
At night at 10:30 p.m.
The station sits on Hurricane Shoals Road near Collins Road, just 9 minutes from the family's home.
They pretty much walked inside the gas station, walked out.
Nothing in the video appeared to stand out.
Drinking water, eating snacks, and dressed how they would normally dress.
But 12 hours later, their bodies are found on Bell Mountain, shot. The mountain is nearly 90 miles away.
They were seen here alive at 10. So how do they end up in the mountain?
The family says the twins weren't hikers.
It's super dark out there. They're not familiar with the roads out there.
And they shouldn't have been in Georgia. The brothers had a flight booked to Boston early that same morning.
But the Uber driver got them there late, so they missed their flight.
Their plane tickets were still in their wallets. What was meant to be a quick trip to visit friends ended with a deadly detour to a remote mountaintop.
I want to know exactly what happened to them. One thing I know for sure, that they did not do nothing to themselves.
Family has refused to accept that they hurt.
The GBI confirming tonight the twins' vehicle was found inside the gates at Bell Mountain. As we've previously reported, those gates are locked at dusk and not reopened, which means they were locked until 8 a.m. And again, the twins were seen here at 10:30 the night before, and their bodies were found at 11 a.m. the next day.
So the gates to the mountain or the park closes at 8. And the surveillance camera caught this young man coming out of that shop at 10 p.m. in the evening, 2 hours after the gate is supposed to have closed. Yet their corpse, that was on the 7th, right? Yet their corpse was found on the 8th at 11 a.m. on the same mountain. So if the gate was closed, how did they get there? How did they go through that gate? How did they get there? These are so many unanswered questions. And that's why the family keeps saying, no, these boys did not take their own lives. They have also gone on to create a GoFundMe account for justice.
We want answers. We want to know exactly what happened to the twins. I can get past it. They're gone.
The twins' uncle, Raheem Bronner.
They're very protective of each other. They love each other. They're like inseparable. So I couldn't imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
How can you have the guts to unalive someone you have never been in a fist fight with? They've never fought each other.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
Family says the twins had a 7 a.m. flight to Boston last Friday.
Right there, we never heard from them. They missed their flight. We don't know what happened.
24 hours later, the twins' body found 90 miles away.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They've never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did they end up right there?
A mystery this family is trying to solve.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know them, but they wouldn't do anything like this. So to say that they did this to each other when they come from a family of love, and they love each other, they always together, we don't believe that. They didn't do this to each other. Something happened in those mountains, and we want answers.
How the GBI was able to give a final ruling that this was a suicide murder case between the two twins is so shocking. Like, they did not give room for suspects for further investigation. It just ended there. Photos and videos of this family together showed how much they had love for each other. You could see the sisters play together, family outing, reunions, during birthdays, New Year celebrations, and all that. You could see the love, the close-knit family life they had, and of course still have, but their lives obviously will never be the same because these young boys can never be brought back. One good thing the public has done is they have really supported through the GoFundMe. You could see the family reunion they had without these boys. They said they really missed their presence because I believe with them during these reunions it was beautiful, it was fun, and they will never be the same without these boys. A lot of people have come out to support through the GoFundMe account. And the family, is very grateful for the help they've received, because what they intend to do now is go for private investigation. They have gotten a private investigator already, but they still need more support. They need a lot of people to continue sharing their videos and also support by giving through the GoFundMe account. As we progress with the video, you will see the link and all you need if you intend supporting them. I really do hope that this family is able to get justice. It is so painful. No parent should go through the pain of losing one child. Talk more of having to lose two. Not just that, two successful, good-looking young men. These boys, the sight of them alone takes one's breath away. Like they are the best thing for sore eyes, you know, a sight for God. I do not know. The moment I heard about it and I saw their photo, I was broken. They deserve justice. I know justice will never be fully served, but to an extent, they will get some closure just knowing what happened to their lovely boys. The body of another young man just few months after was also found on the same mountain close to the spot where the body of the twins was found. And again, the GBI has also ruled this as another case of taking his own life.
Found atop Bell Mountain in March. Then earlier this month, authorities found the body of 38-year-old Fat Tan Bui in the same area. His death also ruled an apparent suicide. But members of both grieving families suspect foul play.
All over again.
Two families joined by tragedy, searching for answers after their loved ones' deaths.
He was a very caring person.
The bodies of 19-year-old twins Qaadri and Naazir Lewis were discovered atop Bell Mountain in Towns County in March. Then earlier this month, the body of 38-year-old Fat Tan Bui was discovered in the same area. The twins and Mr. Bui lived in Gwinnett County at the time of their deaths. Bui's family reached out to the twins' aunts after his death. Both families believe the cases bear striking similarities and are convinced their loved ones were murdered. While the GBI is investigating Bui's death, his death was initially ruled an apparent suicide, and the GBI ruled the Lewis teens' deaths a double suicide following a lengthy investigation. Qaadri and Naazir's aunts insist the college students were doing well in life and had no reason to kill themselves.
My nephews, they was found deceased on top of Bell Mountains, and then now we hear the news about Fat Tan Bui, which was very shocking. It feels like it just happened all over again.
Bui's brother said his brother was a kind, loving person who was well known in the local skate community and had no reason to take his own life.
I feel GBI is not doing what's necessary or need to be done. I would want for a different bureau to step in, if possible, to get it resolved, because I don't want it to be another suicide, which I know is not what he would have done.
Georgia authorities tried to make this out to be a self-unaliving and another person unaliving, but no one was buying it. For
narrowing the case down to suicide kind of limits the investigation,
Nobody believes this is what Georgia authorities are saying it was. We have got to get justice for these two beautiful boys and their family. Keep the pressure on your authorities.
Every time you see them, they're together all the time. Yeah. All the time.
And there's probably nothing in your head you could imagine that got between them that would lead to a murder-suicide.
No.
If they had a problem that severe, we would know. The family
Definitely.
would know.
Happy heavenly birthday to Naazir and Naazir.
About a month after the body of these beautiful twins were discovered, their families still gathered and gave them a birthday. Their bodies were discovered on the 8th of March, and their birthday happened to be on the 5th of March. So in the year 2025, they gathered, gave them a befitting birthday. They still celebrated them in their absence, and you could see some smiles on their faces. I think they felt at this point like they were still with them. That's their mom, okay? You could see that through all of this, their mom has not been talking. She's not seen when the sisters are pushing and the brother, or her daughter, that's the sibling to the twins. You hardly see their mom talking or saying anything. Only God can tell what that woman is going through.
Thank you for the
I just
love
want to
that
thank you for your donation.
Thank you for
Y'all
the
touch
way
our
that
heart,
you live.
all the support, just supporting this case, fighting with us, staying strong with us. To be honest, I didn't even know that like so many people care.
Thank you so much for all of your love and support. My family and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for making my dreams come true.
I just want to say thank you to all the people that are currently donating to the GoFundMe account and being very supportive. You guys are so amazing. We are reading all the comments that you guys are writing on GoFundMe and on the internet. And I just want to say thank you to the bottom of my heart for all your support.
Thank you everyone for your love and support. My family appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for showing me.
Thank you, everyone.
I pray for healing for the family and justice for them. Please, if you've watched just far, hit the subscribe button. I'm a teacher trying to grow a YouTube channel. I tell real stories about real people that you're sure to learn from. Thank you to my old subscribers for showing me the love. I love you. Mwah. And thank you for subscribing.